Now today we did something a little bit different to the usual schedule. We got to see the elephants firsthand, we got to swim with them, we got to play in the mud with them, and we got to feed them. Now quite a lot of people see the elephants getting rode. They get little things on the back of their back and they've got little seats on there, and I personally think that is a little bit of cruelty and slavery, and I don't like that personally. So this is why I chose this one. It's a little sanctuary that treats the elephants nicely. But the day started, we went to Big Buddha's one. Now Big Buddha, it's got two ones, it's got a new one now. I didn't know it was there. I didn't know. Got told by my friends, but there's a sanctuary there, and then halfway up, that's my knee in the corner, just got my legs up. Halfway up, there is one where you ride the elephants. Now one is a lot nicer than the others for their life, because obviously they're not made to ride humans. So it's not really the best, let's say, activity to do. That is why I choose the sanctuary. First off, they started off talking about the elephants, how to act around the elephants, what we're going to do in this little activity, and some fun facts about the elephants. I'm gonna share some of them with you. First off, how much do you think an elephant eats? Now people were saying 30 kilos, 50 kilos of food. No, I guessed 300 kilos. And what it was about 350 kilos of food a day. That is like 5 of me. That's 5 me's in their gob a day. And then they went on to, how much do you think they exert out their backside a day? So how much do they poo a day? That is a whopping number of 100 kilos. 100 kilos in shit a day. That is one of me and the quarter. So that's like one and my right leg of poo. That is heavy, very heavy. And the food costs around £100 a day. 100 a day. Imagine me trying to spend £100 a day on food. That is very, very expensive. So you can imagine how much cost this sanctuary has in order to feed these elephants. After that, we fed them. So we fed them canes, like sugar canes, and after that, they didn't like them anymore. They wanted the sweet stuff. They took the bananas, and it's a bit surreal being that close to elephants. Obviously, you don't do it in normal day-to-day life, and they'd put the little trunk out, and they'd sniff your hand first, check you were okay, and then they'd come back and they'd take the banana out your hand, and it was a pretty cool experience. And after that, we went into the mud bath. And the mud bath, we took turns in taking pictures, lobbing mud on the elephants, and getting in there and getting dirty with them. And this is where they like to play. They sometimes like to splash, but we just got told don't go to the back of their tail in case they waft you about. And after you get onto that, you then go into the clean water. Here you're going to get a scrubberoo, you're going to scrub them down, and you're going to clean the elephant. Same again, we're going to get some pictures in there. And what I did, I sat under the elephant, and this is where, it's because I just don't care, I sat there straight away. Some people were obviously very scared to sit underneath an elephant. I'm not talking underneath its belly, I'm talking underneath its trunk. And what it did try and do, after I'm hugging it, it then started to put its trunk down and down and down, and then I've just got to dunk under the water because it's going to drown me and get out. So that was a bit of a weird experience. Elephant's trunk going down on me and having to go under the water. But it is a very good experience that I highly recommend to people to do. And we paid 1,400 baht, and that is about £35. But it's a little trick because it's actually 2,000. But if you go through the website directly, you get it for 1,400. But if you go through a little broker, it's 2,000 baht, which is about £50. So that's a little trick for you if you want to save some money. But it's a good experience to pay £35. And then after that, they take you up to Big Buddha. We got a little buggy ride, just because there wasn't enough space in the taxi. We went up, we looked round Big Buddha, We got some blessings from the Buddha. We all got one each. If you're a male, it goes on your right hand. If you're a female, it would go on your left. Then after that, we got the taxi down, open back, and then Harley's sunglasses came off. And then me not thinking, I'm right at the back, I just jumped off the car, not really realising how fast we were actually going. We were probably going about 20 mile an hour, but then I've gone the other way, and it was like a oh, I just fell on my ass, forward rolled on the pavement. I saved the Ray-Bans though, because 150 quid is 150 quid. If you can save that money, you're going to save it. So I jumped out, got it before the car ran over him. But my ass now is absolutely killing. I couldn't sit on that bed or sleep in that bed last night without being in pain if I was on that side. All down here. Killing. Absolutely killing. So rule number 1. Do not jump out a car if you're in sliders, because I reckon if I was in trainers, I could have made that, and it would have been absolutely epic, but we live and we learn. I just didn't really think, I just jumped out of a car, and it's the first time I've ever jumped out of a car like that. But that's for one being a stuntman. And then the rest of the day included going on a ped ride, eating some scram, and then showing my mates the island. I was cornering a fight. I was going to take the camera, I was going to vlog it, I was going to do all that, I was going to get behind the scenes, it was going to be a separate video, but I forgot one thing. I brought the camera, I brought the mic, but I forgot the little SD card to actually put the content onto. So it was all pointless, I couldn't film any of it. But we got the win, Swaying of Skills, got the 1-0 in the corner. And that was my Saturday in Phuket with a day off training. We start training again on Monday when the food poisoning is all gone through. Stomach should be back to usual by then. And I recommend going and checking out these elephants. It's a good little experience to do that you can't do back home. And £35 isn't really that expensive. And you're only going to spend it once to see these elephants. So I would completely recommend it. Don't know why I'm playing with my drawstring, if you haven't already done it. But that's today's video. Bish, bash, bosh, pow!